Hey folks, welcome back to another week of the Fisherman's Guide. Brand new location for you and some new species. We're fishing out of Tampa, Florida with Trent Wilson.
The Fisherman's Guide presented by the Hollywood Casino. Today's episode brought to you by Ocean Marine, Sportsman's Boats, Sport Trail Trailers, Sound Waves Marine Outfitters, Past Purchasing, Crystal Seas, The Spine Institute, Hook, Gulf Coast Cuisine, Egret Baits, Matrix Shad, Sea to Swamp Outfitters, Pure Fishing, Counting Solutions for the Small Business, Parker Poles, Mojo, the Salt Life Optics.
People ask me all the time, as a fishing guide, do you get tired of fishing? No, I don't get tired of fishing, but I tell you what, days like today, whenever I'm headed out to do something new, something different, they're that much more special. So that ride down the Little Manatee River, out into Tampa Bay, to get to do something a little different from what we normally do, that was very special to me, and I enjoyed every minute of it. In a 2-day period fishing Tampa Bay on the south side of Tampa, Florida, we managed to boat 14 species. Now, over those 2 days, we compiled a lot of footage, and we put a lot of those different species together in this episode for you, so you can see a little bit of what Tampa has to offer.
This portion of Tampa Bay, we're off the main shoreline. The natural bottom depth of the bay right here is about 10 to 14 feet. We have Port Manatee, and they came in and dredged the channel down Port Manatee, so they've created this ledge off the side. Everywhere they've hit the hard bottom, it becomes a very sharp drop. So we're throwing in 10 to 12 foot of water, 14 foot of water, working it to the right to the drop off of the 20 foot of water before it falls off into 40 foot of water where the ship channel is.
Sean.
Key West grunt.
Another species.
That, my friend, is what we call a Key West grunt.
Boy, he's got some really pretty color to him. Got a hold to him and doesn't want to let go. There we go. Really pretty color in these fish. Look at the blue and the orange and everything. Now, Trent, are these an edible fish? Is
Yes.
this something you keep?
Yeah, they're delicious. They are. A lot of people eat them. It's a common fish as you get offshore. You get on some of the wrecks. In fact, I got there's a bunch of people that actually target Key West grunts. So.
Now, is this a small fish, or is this about average size?
That's about average size,
So
especially for in the bay in here. But they do get a lot bigger.
So, are we keeping this guy?
Sure, if you want to keep them.
Yeah, we gotta have a little dinner tonight.
If you open up his mouth, if you can, look how the orange of his mouth right there for coral crushing. That mouth is made for nothing but eating coral. And that's what these fish are gonna be firing off on. There's your thief. There is your thief.
Never know what you're gonna catch.
Poor man starping. Oh, fish on.
Doubled up. Tampa Bay double. Woo!
This mangrove could be close to keeper. I think they gotta be 10 inches.
Perfect. That couldn't have worked out any better.
He's not much. Nah. He's getting bigger. Just a little bit. Y'all would turn on. That's called an LDR, long distance no.
No, you had that one in hand. That was a throw to Captain Ronnie.
Throw it to Captain Ronnie release, that's what that was.
Tell you what, we're gonna swing back around, make another drift down this ledge. Y'all stick around, we'll be right back.
It's the one and only Players Club for the Mississippi Gulf Coast and beyond. The all-new Marquee Rewards at Hollywood Casino and Boomtown Casino. Now with even more benefits that you can take with you to exciting destinations like Chicago and fabulous Las Vegas. It's the all-new Marquee Rewards, exclusively at Hollywood Casino Gulf Coast and Boomtown Casino Biloxi.
Hey, I'm Captain Ronnie Daniels with Fisherman's Guide. Today we're here at Cedar Swamp. This is a store that carries what catches fish. For your next outing, freshwater, saltwater, inshore, or offshore, Cedar Swamp's got the gear that works.
For over 80 years, serious anglers have depended on Penn. You can too. When you get that bite of a lifetime, be confident knowing that Penn is with you. Penn, let the battle begin.
When it comes to boating, most folks want more features for less cost. And that's what Sportsman Boats is all about. With yacht caliber components, the Sportsman Boats lineup offers bay boats, center consoles, plus tournament class and open cockpit models. To find the perfect fishing machine that puts your family first, contact your nearest Sportsman Boats dealer and discover that with a Sportsman Boat, you can have it all.
What do we got?
Some kind of little jack or
little
something?
blue, yeah, little leather jack, blue runner. Yes.
Oh, little guy smacked it though.
Little bluefish.
Here. Oh, good fish.
What is this? Not, see? Took me right to the rock.
Oh.
Right to the rock, just like that. There was a fine example of hooking a decent grouper and him taking me straight to the drop-off, to his rock home, and then just running me right under the rock where he knows he's got the advantage and just breaking me straight off. They're gonna be like right below us.
On the ledge.
And when they see it, they're gonna come out of that ledge and hit it, and then they're gonna try to take you.
Right back down there.
Yes, yep.
Feel like mackerel? No. Oh.
That's one of our baby groupers.
That's
Look
what
at
we're
the
looking for.
iridescent blue on
Oh
that.
yeah, man, that's pretty. Let's get him in the boat. There we go. Man, what a beautiful fish. Look how he lights up blue right here.
Beautiful looking fish. Smacked it too.
Wasn't no doubting it whenever that one hit it, huh?
Not at all.
Showing.
Uh-oh.
It's a grunt. we can look how pretty the coloration. I mean, I feel like I'm fishing in an aquarium here. The fish are so pretty. Coloration and everything on them. You don't get these in South Mississippi. Pro tips from the Fisherman's Guide. Tidbits of wisdom that'll help you be more successful on your next trip. Today I got my good friend Gerald Gaspar here with me. You know, Berkeley makes some of the best scented baits on the market. The gulp is impregnated, the power bait is not. He's going to show you how to be more successful with the power bait.
This tip is coming from all the bass fishermen, the pro fishermen that are fishing all the circuits. The scents are impregnated into the bait. So if you have a ham sandwich, it's in a Ziploc bag. You're going to take a bite of it, you taste in plastic. That's the same thing that happens with the fish. So you take your file and you just rough it up, or you take your knife and you slice it a little bit. Okay? What that does is allows the scent to escape a little bit. It gives the fish that taste instantly and not just when he bites on it. This is a great tip for fishing any scented baits, especially the power bait.
Getting the scent outside of the bait, that way the fish taste it. Hey, I'd have never thought of it. That's why we bring big shots like Gerald on to show you how to be better. Thank you for checking us out. Come back and see us again next week. And whenever you stop by the Facebook page, make sure to like it so we know you were there.
Another Key West grunt.
The white grunt, also called the Key West grunt, averages in size of about a pound, pound and a half. Now these fish have a really pretty blue horizontal stripe on their face. They've got a bright orange mouth and they put up a great fight. They're also excellent table fare. You may notice once we get them in the boat, they make a grunting sound. Now this is them grinding some of their teeth together, and they use their air bladder as an amplifier to make that sound broadcast out to where you can hear it.
Got him blow up.
We see it inside the light. Looks good.
He's waving to the camera. Now when you take him, he'll slip upside down and he'll go.
There's half of your bait floating out there.
And then there he goes. He'll turn over. Down he goes, right back to the bottom. He's not huge, but it's a little baby. It's another little baby grouper. Look at the blue.
Man, that fish is pretty.
Look at the blue in the tips of his tail. He won't turn for me. Come here. He just went dead on me. Another little baby juvenile gag grouper. Hitting the twin tail plastic. I'm gonna talk about, that's called eating a bait right there. He wanted it.
Now before I headed down, Trent and I were talking about what we were going to be doing. He told me he had been catching some grouper on this ledge. So I loaded up the 5500 class pin battles and headed down. Once I got there, he told me we were going to be catching these grouper on our trout rods. That kind of blew my mind, but then I saw what he was talking about. These were juvenile fish. They were too small to keep, and they were mixed in with all these other species. But I'm going to tell you what, catching grouper on trout gear, especially these Parker poles, that was a lot of fun, really cool, something I can definitely say that I've never done before. Now, one thing I don't want to happen is for me to call these fish juveniles and you to think that they don't fight hard. A 2 or 3 pound grouper on trout tackle, now that's a good fight. That's worth sticking around and hanging in there for because it is a lot of fun.
A grouper came to the surface.
Came to the top and ate it. A good sized one too.
He's decent, a little juvie. Look at the blue on him. I love that iridescent blue on the tips of their tails, the way it just glows in the water. As they get older, they lose that, unfortunately. Another juvenile grouper on the ledge. Looking like a good day. You're kidding me.
Right in his hole. Flounder. Nice flounder.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a keeper fly. We'll keep that one.
Come here. Oh,
I was just gonna say, is the lens all wet? Well, I guess it is now.
no, actually it's not.
Okay, good.
Open your mouth. Now the flounder that you see us catching here today, same fish that we have at home. These are our Gulf flounder, and you can tell by the 3 distinct dots on its back. Now they're a little more pronounced than what we normally see at home, and I think it has something to do with the clear water down here in Florida. But same species, they eat incredible. This is an excellent food source, one of the best tasting fish in the Gulf in my opinion. Something little, I think.
Sheephead. Species.
Is that 13 or 14?
A nice sheephead too.
On artificial.
You're gonna have to call this the smorgasbord show or something.
Well, no, this is the Captain John Holler show. It's one of the captains that goes with us. We call his trips buffet trips.
Buffet?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want him on the ground.
Yeah, nah, I'll pick him up.
Do what now?
You're not gonna try to play that thing, are you?
What, the sheephead? I won't. If Ronnie
Came
wants
all
to
the
try
way
to
down
clear.
here to Tampa and ran into a familiar face from home. Old sheephead. But that is species number 14 that we pulled off of this ledge in 2 days. We're gonna let this little guy go.
Fresh seafood has been a Gulf Coast tradition for centuries. Today, Pass Purchasing is the only open-air seafood market in Mississippi, bringing a variety of locally caught and gourmet boat-fresh seafood to families and businesses of the Gulf Coast. Pass Purchasing is also a fuel dock and an ice plant, open 7 days a week. Pass Purchasing in the Pass Christian Harbor, wholesale seafood to the public. From the Gulf to your table.
Hey, I'm Captain Ronnie Daniels with Fisherman's Guide. Today we're here at Cedar Swamp. This is a store that carries what catches fish. For your next outing, freshwater, saltwater, inshore, or offshore, Cedar Swamp's got the gear that works.
For over 80 years, serious anglers have depended on Penn. You can too. When you get that bite of a lifetime, be confident knowing that Penn is with you. Penn, the battle begin.
When it comes to boating, most folks want more features for less cost. And that's what Sportsman Boats is all about. With yacht caliber components, the Sportsman Boats lineup offers bay boats, center consoles, plus tournament class and open cockpit models. To find the perfect fishing machine that puts your family first, contact your nearest Sportsman Boats dealer and discover that with a Sportsman Boat, you can have it all.
When I was a little boy, I thought my dad could do just about anything. So it was really hard watching severe back pain take its toll. You know, he's just not the same anymore. Thanks to VaxD, my kids think their granddad can do just about anything.
VaxD, helping people get back to life.
Look at that Key West grunt. Oh my. On in the boat, baby.
I really thought that was fixing to be like a 10-pound grouper.
So did I. That Key West grunt.
Man, that's a stud, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Really thought we were going to be in a mangrove snapper or a grouper, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
Come on. There we go. Not too bad.
Yeah. It's pretty colored blowfish.
Oh, yay, pretty color. Now we're talking.
Whoa, whoa!
Now you're talking about colors of blowfish. With any strike that we're receiving off this drop-off, because there's so many rocks down there, we have to set the hook and get them away, not even knowing what species of fish it is, because if it is that grouper, he's going to take us right back to his home under that rock, and we're going to have a very small chance with this light tackle to pull him out.
Boy.
Trying to get to the ledge. Trying to get to the ledge. Come on. Trying to get to
boy.
I think I got him. That's a snap. There's one of our snappers.
There's a good snapper.
There's one of our snappers.
Good fish.
There's one of the snappers I was telling you about. Look what he just spit up. Look at that shrimp on the deck. That's a nice little mangrove snapper.
That's what he's
been down there. Okay,
munching on.
That's what he's munching on.
And this is what we're catching.
And that's what we're
on.
fishing with.
Trent and Wade. Custom pour all their own plastics. This is the twin tail grub. He's got tons of different colors, and they pour these right in their garage. Really cool to be able to make your own bait, and this is the result. Hey, y'all stick around. We're gonna see what Chef Corey can do with this thing here.
Hey guys, Chef Corey Hudson here at Hook Gulf Coast Cuisine. I got my buddy Captain Ronnie here. We're gonna go over a recipe that's fun and you can do at home with your kids. It's called fish en papillote. It's a fish that's cooked in parchment paper. Basically what we're gonna do, Ronnie's got the paper set up. Best shape is a heart. That's somewhat of a heart, what Ronnie can do. We're gonna lay out some rosemary, fresh rosemary. We got a piece of fresh red snapper. That's a fish we haven't done yet on the Fisherman's Guide. Then we're gonna put 2 21-25 tail-on shrimp. We're gonna put some gremolata on it. Just take a pinch of that. That's lemon zest, parsley, and garlic all mixed together. You can do a little bit more.
A little bit more.
There's a lot of flavor going on there. Then we got a little bit of lemon juice. Then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. Just put 1 on each shrimp, that'll be fine. What he's gonna do, he's gonna fold it over, and he's gonna fold each side all the way around to the bottom to seal it very well. So basically what this is gonna do, the moisture that is in the paper right now is gonna create steam. And the way he's folding it, which you're doing a really good job, is gonna keep all that steam in there, and that's what's gonna cook the fish. And it goes into the oven at 450 degrees for about 10 minutes. Like I said, you can do this at home with your kids. It's like a little arts and crafts, fun time with the kids.
I can do it, even the kids.
That's
can do
why,
it.
I mean, if he can do it, anybody can. So he's almost got it all sealed up. We're gonna put it, and this is the only pan you're gonna need, just a regular old sheet pan. So here we got our snapper in the parchment paper. We're gonna place it onto the sheet pan. It's gonna go into the oven at 450 degrees for 10 minutes.
And
that's that. All right, Ronnie, let's take this fish in papillote out of the oven.
See what we have created here, huh?
I see how the paper has turned colors?
Yeah, it's charred.
Another thing you can do to make sure the fish is done, take a bamboo skewer and just stick it into the fish and pull it back up. If there's any resistance, that pretty much means that it's not quite ready. It needs another minute or two. But this one's there. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
And this can be your plate too.
Boy, I tell you what, that smells great coming out of there. Wow.
There you have it. Snapper in papillote.
Look at
Snapper cooked in parchment paper.
that. No dirty dishes.
No dirty dishes, that's it. You eat it right out of that.
Man, I tell you what, that looks incredible. Smells really good too. I want to get a little of that everyone there. And
A lot of flavor going
a
on.
lot of flavor in that. Incredible. You just keep outdoing yourself.
I appreciate it.
Trent and Dee Wilson are my wife's aunt and uncle. They were gracious enough to host us while we were on our Tampa Bay adventure. Trent is an incredible fisherman, and he's the one that put us on the fish. Now, their two boys, Wade and Bo, are incredible fishermen and incredible young men with bright futures ahead of them. Unfortunately, Bo wasn't able to fish with us this week, but Wade sure did, and boy, he caught some fish.
The Fisherman's Guide presented by the Hollywood Casino. Today's episode brought to you by Ocean Marine, Sportsman's Boats, Sport Trail Trailers, Sound Waves Marine Outfitters, Past Purchasing, Crystal Seas, The Spine Institute, Hook, Gulf Coast Cuisine, Egret Baits, Matrix Shad, Cedar Swamp Outfitters, Pure Fishing, Counting Solutions for the Small Business, Parker Poles, Mojo, and Salt Life Optics.